I felt like at the time I had to share, even though I like, again, I still struggle with sharing online and it feeling like, you're turning the camera on yourself and you're like, oh, what am I doing today? I'm like, who cares what I'm doing today? But, I feel like uh, mentors have made the point to me over time that, like, if nobody spoke about Jesus and about the journey in this space, it would be a dark space. So that's your heart, is that you're trying to shine a light on, all right, he's using me to tell this story so someone else can see their story
Yes.
reflected in and plant a seed. And that's what started happening with sharing the situation with what I was going through, being a new mom. And although I was
Yeah.
struggling with the guilt and shame of it, I was like, I didn't want anyone to like bounce on over to my part of the world and be made to feel the way I was feeling. Like, look at
Yeah.
her, like making all this food, her cute baby, her like perfect. And so many people, I feel like, will ask Christians, like, and that question always kind of like struck me a certain way. It's as if I would give away my faith.
Hmm.
It's not about keeping, it's about maintaining, and it's about like being intentional like about grabbing onto him, as I said before. And I felt like people don't want to know what A and Z look like. Okay, it started out like this, and that was tough, but this looks great now. I'm fine.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
does it look like in the middle? Like,
That's right.
how did you ever listen to a sermon and you're hearing like the beginning and the end, and sometimes you're sitting there like, yeah, but what did it really look like in the
Yeah.
middle?
You're like, great for you. Yeah.
You're like,
Yeah.
how'd you really pull out of that? So I thought, what a great opportunity to like show you like how terrible some days look, and how he spoke to me there,
Yeah. I
or like
love that.
sent to my doorstep in that moment, or what like text message from like someone I haven't talked to in a couple years with like a verse who's like, God just put me on you on my heart today.
So
Here's something
good.
I have for you. And you're just like, that is just amazing. So to
So good.
show the journey, I like to show the in between. And that's why I put devotionals in the book,
So great.
because when I was faced with the blessing of being able to do a cookbook, I was like, man, just like with everything else I've done, I don't want to give everyone like a glossy, like, oh gosh, she looks great in these pictures. Look at her house. Look at this food she makes, these gatherings she does for her family. Yeah, those moments like happen periodically. I'm not really a good Pinterest board. I'm
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
and I was like, I'll miss the big opportunity to, reach out, and I can't be in front of everyone's kitchen sink. I can't grab you and hug you like as you're gripping it and like crying with your back to your family, like, oh my gosh, I think I'm gonna go off the deep end in like 5 minutes. But that's what the devotionals like and the writings are for. There's, over 40 of them in there. Like, yes, there's 70 recipes, but I just wanted to make sure I had an opportunity to share in black and white, like I've said, that those in between parts, those messy parts, and how God delivered me,
Yeah.
or how I'm still working through it with him.
Yeah.
And
It's
like he was,
great.
yeah, so that's I wanted to make sure that was there.
I love it. Two things I just want to keep saying to people as they're listening. It's like, I love that you didn't like manufacture this whole plan for your life, that you're just like, Lord, I want to glorify you, whatever. And that's kind of an encouragement to people. Be like, if you love food and you went through cancer and you had postpartum, like, God can use all of it wherever to
Yeah.
glorify him and share about